Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing a slightly different afternoon tea. I'm currently staying at So Auckland, which is a luxury hotel in the centre of Auckland in New Zealand, and they actually have this section, there's like a club lounge where if you book a suite you can get access to it. It's exclusive use and you can have canapes in the evening, afternoon tea, little bites to have and soft drinks in the afternoon, and I think it's between 2 and 4. So I thought I'd pop down and have like a little mini bites and afternoon tea, which I thought was really sweet. And I'm actually staying here for the night. It isn't sponsored, I'm a paying guest. As you guys know, I love an afternoon tea. So I thought I would bring some stuff up to the hotel room just because it was getting quite busy in the club lounge and I didn't really want to have like filming guests and things in there. And it's a nice little private space. If I've got any footage, I'll put it into the video. But really nice area. They have kind of soft drinks, teas, coffees. They also have kind of small bites to have, sauces and things. And also you can work from there as well. There's like charging points and things. So it's a nice little chilled area. And if you book a suite, you get access to it. So that's really nice. So I bought up a few bits. So it's slightly different to my normal afternoon teas that I do, but I'll link a card in the corner and the description bar below of my afternoon tea playlist, where I basically go overseas, check out different places for afternoon tea and review them. So this is slightly different because it's a lounge within a hotel that I'm staying at and I just have access to it. So I thought I'd put a little mini afternoon tea together. So I've just brought up just a regular Coke. You can have teas, coffees, etc. And again, I'll put the footage on screen, but I just fancied a Coke. So I thought I'd have that. And then I've picked up a few of the savoury items and some of the sweet, and I'll put on screen what they are. But I think as well in the afternoon, they change it over after the afternoon tea. I think in the evening they have canapé options. So this is free for you to use and enjoy as part of your stay in the hotel if you book the suite. So I think we'll get started with the savoury items. Now what I've done is I've just kind of put them on a plate and brought them upstairs. So slightly different to normal. And in New Zealand, if you guys aren't familiar, Kiwis love a sausage roll. It's kind of a religion, a bit like a Cornish pasty or a scone in the UK. So I'm not a massive lover of sausage rolls, but these came out nice and warm. So I've actually got 2. So this is the first one, and I think it's a pork sausage roll. It does smell really nice, actually. So we'll get stuck in with that one. Quite nice and flaky. So I've just got a bit of tomato ketchup on the side as well. So they do smell nice. So we'll get stuck in with the first sausage roll. Really flavoursome, quite flaky. So it's a good sized sausage roll as well. And this is so nice that you've got it as part of the club lounge. If you just wanted to get a sausage roll or just a croissant or something, you can. I've just picked a bit of everything just to kind of enjoy that afternoon tea experience. And I thought it'd be really nice for the video. So yeah, it's a nice little sausage roll. Yum. Quite flaky, but very nice. I think they'd got ketchup and also brown sauce, I think, for you to bring up as well. And then for the additional savoury item, I think there was 2 savoury options and then the rest was sweet, which is great for me because I really love sweet items. But if you're more savoury, you might just prefer taking the savoury items with you. And I think they get replenished throughout that kind of 2 to 4 period that they have the afternoon tea as well. So the second savoury item, again, these are warm. I can't remember what it was. I'll put on screen what this one is. So a nice little kind of little mini bite really with kind of breadcrumbs. Can't really smell anything. Okay, so it's got sweet corn. Oh, it's got a bit of a kick. Yeah, that's a bit of a kick. That's a lot of a kick. I'm not really into spicy. Okay, it's the back of my throat now. Yeah, so this, I'll put on screen what it is. I did get 2 of these, but on reflection, I think I might just have this one. I'm very rubbish with spice. I'm not very adventurous with spice. And this has got like some heat going on. So there's definitely some kind of chili or something inside. But the whole of like my throat is burning. But there is sweet corn in here as well. It looks like a bit like an arancini ball, I think. Just a bit more of a kick. Wasn't quite expecting that. I'd forgot what it actually was. So, yeah. Yeah. I won't have the second one because there's heat coming from this first one. So if you like spicy, you're probably going to like these, and they're a nice little bite size. They've got lots of sweet corn in as well. I'm trying to talk. Okay, let's have some of that Coke, I think. People may not find this spicy and like kind of a heat, but for me, yeah, making my eyes water. But the sweet corn's nice in it. I think the sausage roll is more my heat levels, I think. And I'll go back to the sausage roll now. We'll pause on those little breadcrumb balls, I think, for the time being, and just go back to the sausage roll. So yeah, out of those two savouries, you can probably figure out which one I prefer, which is the sausage roll. But if you like spicy, you may really like that. But I think we'll go to the sweet options now, which is very much my favourite choice. Now I've got a bit of everything. Now I think the ladies that were telling me, the staff, that they have like an in-house pastry chef that does all the pastries. So I've got a mixture of everything. I think there's a kind of a Danish croissant, I think a pan au chocolat, I think maybe an apple Danish as well, and like a little mini patisserie. The chef in-house has actually made all of these, which is really nice. I'm assuming as well for the sausage rolls and things as well, I'm assuming they're in-house as well. But lots of pastries. So if you're not a big fan of pastry, I don't know whether you'd maybe like this afternoon tea, because if you've seen my other afternoon tea videos that I've done, again, I'll link a card in the corner of the description bar below. But sometimes you get pastries and then you get various other things like macarons and other varieties of sweet options. Whereas obviously at this one, which is in the Club Lounge at So Auckland, it's very much pastry based, and you've also got like a little mini kind of tart as well. So quite heavy on that option. I don't know if they rotate that as well. Maybe it's just the day that I've come, there's quite a lot of pastry options, whereas maybe tomorrow or different days they kind of rotate it. I'm not quite sure. This is my first time staying at So Auckland, so I'm not quite sure what they normally do. But if I've got the video as well for the hotel review for So Auckland, I'll link it in the card in the corner and the description bar below. I'm basically checking out the hotel, reviewing it and the facilities that they've got, and see whether you might be interested in coming along. So let's get back to the sweets. My mouth is still a little bit hot from that spice. So quite glad I brought up the Coke. That's going to be helpful. So I think we will start with, let's do the, now I'm assuming this is a pan au chocolat. But actually no, it maybe isn't. It looks like it's got maybe like a custard filling. So maybe not. These are cold, they're not warm as well. They may have been warm when they came out. But I turned up at like kind of 2:30, and I think the afternoon teas started at 2 o'clock. So I mean, it's nice and fresh though, nice and soft. But yeah, I don't think this is a pan au chocolat. Again, I'll put on screen what each of these items are. Oh, okay, so it's like a custard filling. I don't know if you can kind of see that inside. Could do with a bit more custard. There's not a huge amount of filling in there. It's more pastry, but the custard that I can taste is really nice. I should have gone down and got 2 of these on reflection, just being a bit of a piggy. Still nice. I do like it. I did think this was a pan au chocolat originally though. That's what it looked like. Especially because there's this Danish as well. And I think, I don't know if that's the same thing, but slightly different design. No, that's nice. Probably my favourite so far of all the items of the little afternoon tea. And I really like the fact that they're nice and fresh as well. What should we have next? I'm kind of tempted to have this little tart. It is going a bit squishy. So, because there's a lot of pastry going on here. You can kind of see. Yeah, let's go with this one next. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this is, but it's obviously got cream on top and it's like a little kind of pastry casing, but very petite. Can't really smell much. Oh, okay. So it's got like a cream top with like a raspberry, really quite tasty raspberry filling. If you can maybe see that. And then a pastry casing as well. Very delicate. Again, could have bought 2 of these up. Oh well, next time. That was nice. The pastry casing has gone a little bit soft, but it's really tasty. It's obviously just got quite moist with the raspberry filling. And a really nice size, actually, compared to the other items that are, you know, lots of filo pastry. But it packs a punch with the raspberry, which is nice. No, that was good. So, what next? Let's check out what we've got left. These are the options we've got left. So this looks to be like a apple, maybe kind of strudel. Then you've got, I imagine this is like a cinnamon Danish. This looks quite a lot like the custard Danish I just have, and then the traditional croissant. The staff said this is actually their popular one, just the regular croissant. But obviously all very kind of pastry based. So we'll see what to have next. Maybe the apple. I think that's apple anyway. I'll give that a try. So yeah, let's do this one. Oh yeah, it's definitely apple. I can smell it. So very sticky. Nice little size as well. It's like if you're in the UK, we have a brand called Mr. Kipling, and they do Mr. Kipling apple pies. It tastes just like that. And if you're not familiar with Mr. Kipling, think of the McDonald's apple pies and the filling. Again, very, very similar to that. It's quite stodgy though, must admit. I don't know if I'm the only one that goes down and has all the afternoon tea items, but they're available. It's free as part of the club access that you've got for the lounge. So I thought I may as well have one of everything, but on reflection, I'm quite full. We will crack on. Again, my mouth is still a little bit of a burn from the savoury. So I'll work my way through the sweet options and hopefully that will help. Now, I'm not sure. I think I might prefer the little raspberry tart first, then the custard kind of pastry, and then the apple pastry, possibly. I think in that order. I'm making quite a mess. The flaky pastry is everywhere. So, what should I do next? I think maybe do this Danish. Now, this is cinnamon for sure. And it's actually quite a decent size, I would say, for an afternoon tea. See, that's good as well. You can definitely tell these have been baked in-house. I do love cinnamon. That is very nice. It's a lot of cinnamon on there. I don't know if you can kind of see. The lighting's a little bit dark at the moment. This is the room that I'm staying in. So, yeah, really nice so far. But again, I'll link a card in the corner and in the description bar of the hotel review of what I thought of the facilities in the hotel room that I've got. But I just thought it would be nicer to kind of film the afternoon tea up here, just because it was getting busy downstairs in the club lounge. A decent amount of cinnamon as well. There's nothing more annoying when you're getting like a cinnamon swirl and it's hardly got any cinnamon swirl in it. This is my first afternoon tea that's actually been within the hotel that I'm staying in as a bit like an added setup. So quite funny filming it in the hotel room. So we've got 2 left. We've got plain croissant and then we've also got this Danish, which I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe lemon or another custard one maybe. I think we're going to go with this one next and leave the plain croissant for last. So if you can kind of see that. That tastes like another custard one. I could be wrong. Again, I'll put on screen what it is because I can't remember what it said in the club lounge. But yeah, I think it's either a custard or maybe yeah, I think it's custard. Very nice though, very moist, but quite sweet. Might need a nap after this. Right, so lastly, I mean, you obviously can go down and get more if you wanted to between the hours of 2 and 4, I think it is. I just bought up one of each just for convenience. I'm definitely not going to get any more because I'm quite full now. And then this evening, they're going to have evening canapes. And I think they serve alcohol in the evening canapes as well, which is obviously all part of what you pay for as having a suite. They've given me access to the club lounge, but this room isn't a suite. It's one of their collection rooms. This is their plain croissant, little mini one. This does feel a little bit drier, I would say. Not as moist as the other ones, but it's not actually got any kind of soft filling, so that may have something to do with it. Still nice, but probably my least favourite of the sweet items, I think. I definitely think the raspberry tart, then the custard, what looked to be a pain au chocolat, along with the Danish as well, because they tasted really similar. Then the cinnamon swirl, the apple pastry, and then lastly, just the plain croissant. That definitely did taste a little bit drier than the others. With the savouries, the sausage rolls were nice, but the little balls of fieriness, not so much for me. So if you guys do check out the club lounge, if you are staying here, it's definitely worthwhile seeing what they've got. I'm assuming they rotate things as well. It might be seasonal and things like that. But the afternoon tea, I think they've been doing for a while. And yeah, I've just brought it up to the room. So it's been really convenient because it was getting quite busy because the space is quite small. So you can easily fill up. But no, it's been really nice to be able to bring it up here. But I thought I'd just do something a little bit different for an afternoon tea, because normally, obviously, I'm going to restaurants, having the afternoon tea there. But because I'm staying in the hotel and they're offering this afternoon tea setup, I thought I'd make the most of it. So yeah, it's really nice. But obviously, it's part and parcel of what you pay for within the suite. And from my understanding, it's unlimited. You can go down within the time frames that they're actually having them on out in the lounge area. So really nice. Kind of going to freshen up and yeah, recover from the spiciness. I won't be having the second one, but you know, live and learn. I'm very much someone that really likes sweet anyway, as opposed to savoury. So that's not probably a massive surprise to you guys. But I just thought you'd enjoy this slightly different afternoon tea take in Auckland. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.